morning and welcome to the Tadpoll Show. I'm your host, Deb Weishaar, and many of you know that I teach family consumer science here at the high school. I'm also involved in a variety of committees around town, most notably for most of you, the Farmers Market Committee. So I've been on the other side of this interview so many times with Tad while he's been asking us questions about the market and our tomatoes. And so today I'm here just talking with a few guests. Also, one thing I wanted to let you know before we really get rolling is that I'm also the FCCLA sponsor here at the high school. And that stands for Family Career Community Leaders of America. And our organization wants you to help your friends and neighbors celebrate May Day this coming year with some May baskets. So if you are interested, you can purchase a 6-pack of annuals put together in a little basket, kind of zhuzhed up for you, and those will be delivered to someone for $7. You can let the person know who you are, or you can remain anonymous. You could also buy 4 baskets for $25, and if you're interested in that, you can contact me here at the high school with the high school phone number. Also, our emails are just our name, so dweishaar@usd325.com, and I'd be happy to take your order. So thank you. This morning, we have a great lineup on our show. It includes Cynthia Clonch-Harter. She's here to talk to us about the PHS alumni reunion. Later in the show, we're going to visit with Kylee Black about prom and what kind of events are happening at PHS this Saturday. And we'll also talk with Monroe and Jayne Holle about the fundraiser they have going on at the center. So good morning, Cynthia. Thanks for coming and joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, and right before we were on air, I understand that you drove in today from Colby.
I did, and while I was laying in my bed about 5:15, I thought, oh, I don't want to get up. No, but this was a wonderful opportunity. I get to come back to Phillipsburg and see my old neighbor.
I know, I was just going to say, we used to live just 2 doors down from each other, so we got to visit a lot back then. So,
and I'm excited. There's a track meet going on, so I'm going to go over and watch one of my step-grandchildren perform and catch a few of my friends' grandchildren performing. And as I walk by, I see that they're decorating for prom. And
yes,
that just, it sparks all kinds of pleasant memories. So I'm glad that I rolled out of bed and got myself going.
Okay.
And it was a pleasant drive over here.
That's good. It was a beautiful morning, not very windy, so that was probably good for you to get
wonderful.
here.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, I understand this is the 80th annual high school reunion, so that's a big milestone. And can you tell us how many years have you been helping with it?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, because on the way over I was thinking, who was my MC? This is my 5th year.
Okay.
And it just went like that, 5 years. I remember the first year, Kent Ferguson was our MC. Then the next 2 years, Barb Van Allen was our MC. And then, let's see, I pulled it off 1 year. And then this year, it's going to be Tara Mason over Miller. So just getting a lineup of different people so they don't see the same people up there. It just makes for a nice variety.
Okay, so can you tell us some things about the schedule for the banquet?
Yes, I sure can. Before I begin, though, I want to say hello to Tad. I bet he's watching. Hello, friend. I just wanted to give a shout out to our friend Tad. Well, this year's 80th PHS Alumni Reunion is on May 23rd, which is just around the corner. I can't stress enough that people need to get their invitations. And I don't know if you can see this. Can you kind of see that? Anyway, that's what you're getting in the mail. And if you haven't received it in the mail, it's because you got an email. We're trying to cut down on all the snail mail that we send out. It gets quite expensive. Trying to target more with text mails and emails and word of mouth and radio and Tadpoll and newspapers. So this one is going to take place May 23rd. The reception starts at 5 o'clock. and it's at the high school in the little gym.
Okay, we call that the aux gym or the auxiliary gym.
Yes,
Okay.
and then you're going to move over by 6:30 for the dinner in the Chuck Newland gym.
Okay, all right, that's great. And I also saw entertainment on your flyer.
We have entertainment in big capital letters. I'm very excited this year. We don't have all the names confirmed because they're still trying to get their schedules worked out. But it's students from the Phillipsburg High School. We've got prose readings, we've got some instrumentalists, and we have some soloists, some dancers. There should be about 5 different routines going on. And we have one young boy that's going to sing a patriotic tune like he did last year.
Okay.
To represent and recognize our military men and women.
Sure. Oh, that sounds like great entertainment. And then what sort of a menu do you have going?
Well, our menu this year is baked steak. And I attended a fundraiser when I was in Colby, and they had the most delicious potatoes I'd ever had. And they mixed in potatoes and carrots and onions and in a kind of a gravy. So you're going to have baked steak and potatoes and creamed corn and salad. And for dessert, you're going to have cinnamon cake.
Oh, that sounds delicious. And then you're also starting the day early with the Rise and Shine event? Okay.
That, you're going to have to excuse me, but I'm going to have to take a little
Sure.
sip of water. This is what happens when you get my age. Yes, the Rise and Shine is over at the Senior Center. And you can go there about, I would suggest, between 8:30 to 10:30. Have coffee and rolls. We're going to have a variety of breads. I discovered a woman who makes the most delicious bread, so she's going to donate some. And everybody just likes to sit around and visit and reminisce. And then they can go on the bus tour. That starts about 9:45 to 10:30. And we're excited about that. We've got our wonderful Howard King back to be the guide, so that'll be nice.
Oh, that's fun. And so where all does the bus tour take everyone?
Well, I've only went on it once because I wanted to see what was going on. And they drive around by the museum. They go out to the Amber Waves. Mainly, it's a tour inside a town.
Okay, just kind of seeing the updates.
Go by the schools.
Okay.
And we don't go into the schools, but because actually by then, people are clearing out and the janitors are getting ready for the next year.
Sure.
So they take a tour, and I think it's really nice, especially for those who have been away for a while. We really
Okay.
appreciate it.
That's great. And speaking of people who've been away for a while, do you have a notable person who's maybe the oldest attendee that you've had in the past?
Well, you'll be surprised. We have the class I still hear, even if they're not attending, the class of 1953, all those classes in the 50s, they never fail to send their dues. Dues are
great.
$10, which I can't stress how much I appreciate people sending their dues. It helps with all of the postage, it helps with the meal, because the $20 fee for your meal doesn't necessarily cover everything, so that really does help.
Okay.
And then we do have a scholarship. We give out 2 scholarships, and we do get donations for the scholarship. And that $10 fee also helps give out a scholarship for one of the Phillipsburg High School seniors.
That's great. Oh, that is terrific. Okay. Well, what if someone forgets to turn in their form, but they're in town for Memorial Day weekend? Could they just come anyway?
I always allow for about 20 extra. I figure there's going to be those who get talked into it by their friends.
By a friend, yeah.
But you can reach me online by going to Clonch, Cynthia. Clonch is C-L-O-N-C-H, Cynthia@gmail.com. Communicate with me there. If you can also Venmo me your fees this year. That's something new. and that is just Cynthia-Clonch for Venmo.
Okay.
But I do live in Colby, Kansas now, and my address has changed. But everything's on this list that they need to know.
Okay, that they received either in the mail
Absolutely.
or on an email. They should have received it one way or the other.
Yes,
Okay.
and if you haven't, ask around, visit with people that are in your class. Be sure to inquire. We stressed that last year because you just can't reach everybody. It's almost impossible.
Right. So no one was left out on purpose, obviously. You want everyone to come, even if they maybe didn't receive one.
So check the newspapers, the Advocate, the Review. Look around for these. They'll be in some of the businesses laying on a little table or a counter.
Okay.
And I do want to tell you that the classes that we're honoring this year, the 70-year class, which was 1956, the year I was born. Oh my gosh. And the 25-year class was 2001. And the 50-year class this year is 1976.
Right.
Gosh. I remember celebrating our 50th. I graduated in 74. And with a blink, we're going to be celebrating 55 before long.
Yes.
So we have the class of 61, 66, 71, 81, 86, 91, 96, and 2006 that we will honor.
Okay.
So,
very
yes.
good. Well, thank you so much for joining us
welcome.
today, and thanks for driving in, and I hope you enjoy the junior high track meet today.
Oh, I will. And I'm going to go have lunch with some friends, so I'm really excited.
Well, that's
And good
great.
luck at the track meet, kids. I'm going
Okay.
to come watch you.
We'll be right back after a quick commercial break with Kylee Black.
On the field, taking risks is part of the game. Every yard, every play. It's about going all in. But when it comes to your money, it pays to be careful. With the careful service from First National Bank and Trust, you can detect unusual activity and stop fraud before it happens. Protect yourself and the ones you love with Careful, because being smart off the field is the real win.
We're here for you.
Life's better when you're under our roof because you'll feel protected.
Good thing we're covered.
And safe drivers can save too. Also, your family's free too.
Dream fearlessly.
And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. So while they're dreaming, you're saving. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance.
The Hansen Museum of Logan, Kansas is where history and creativity unite. For over 50 years, we've been your cultural hub, offering a diverse range of exhibits, from captivating Lego brick displays to timeless joy of Bob Ross's art. But we're not just a museum, we're a community gathering space. Join us for thrilling events like Murder Mysteries or celebrate creative talents at one of our many events. At the Hansen Museum, we're not just preserving the past, we're creating memories for the future.
We are taking wheat to the next level. As a producer of vital wheat gluten, advanced biofuels, and important co-products, Amber Wave. Vital, reliable, sustainable.
Hi, welcome back. You can see that we've added to our numbers while we were gone. Today I have with me Kylee Black. She's one of the secretaries here at PHS, and she's also a junior class sponsor. And so she has put in countless hours this year preparing for junior class, preparing the junior class for the senior prom and helping organize it. So the juniors put on a great dance in honor of the seniors. And she brought with her a couple of her junior students today. We have Miley Moffitt and Emma Dinas. So they're going to talk to us a little bit about how it's been getting ready for prom. So of course, the first question everybody wants to know, what's the theme this year? What's going on with prom?
Our theme is Night in Rio.
Night in Rio. So what does that entail decoration-wise? What kind of things are you?
We did a lot of like leafy things. We tied in some disco balls, just really colorful. It's really fun. There's a lot of fun.
So a little jungly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
We
can.
have a little tiki hut. It's really cute.
And I noticed, because I'm a creeper, that there are some decorations that were kind of stored around the building for a little bit while you've been ordering. So there were a lot of bright feathers and flowers, all of that kind of thing.
Yep, we
Yes.
started working on decorations before spring break. That way they have that long week. If we need anything painted or put together, they can do that during spring break and then hit it hard after spring break.
Okay, very good. And so where does prom actually take place?
Here at the high school, just in our gym.
Okay, in the Ox Gym?
Yep.
All right. And who's allowed to attend prom? We know our students who are juniors or seniors, that's traditionally how it's been, but who else can come to prom?
You can have anybody from out of town if it's approved by their principal, and then usually like if a junior or senior they can take like a sophomore or freshman. You just have to write down their names. Yep.
Okay, so a junior or senior could take an underclassman, and a junior or senior could take a junior or senior from another school as long as their principal says. And so
They're in
at
good standing at school.
Okay, so they can't be like naughty at their school. They have to be in good standing and so forth. Okay, gotcha. Very good. And then, so since the dance itself is obviously just for kids, can you tell us about an opportunity that the community has to come and see everyone in their beautiful dresses and all the fancy vehicles that everyone takes and that sort of thing?
We have the walkthrough at the courthouse where we just come up in our fancy cars and have a little.
Okay, and usually you have some sort of an MC there asking questions. Do we know who that is yet this
I
year?
don't know who that is this year.
Okay, surprise. We'll wait and see.
Yeah.
We've had Doug Valley and
Yep, Kent Culbertson.
Kent
he's
Culbertson's
been on
done
there,
it. Okay.
and that starts at 7.
okay.
So we'll have pictures at 4 at Mr. Mason's house, right? Yes. And then if you want to eat at the prom meal, which we provide, it starts at 5:30. And then the promenade starts at 7 at the courthouse.
Okay, very good. So I love that schedule. So just casual pictures at Mr. Mason's house. Tell me again,
At 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay, so that would be like sometimes parents, grandparents, whoever else come along for that.
A lot of
for his
people just
fabulous
meet there
yard.
and, yes,
Yep,
everybody
beautiful.
just takes pictures.
Okay, very good. And so, and I know there's a separate committee of parents also in charge of post-prom or after prom. So I know you guys aren't in charge of that. But have you heard about anything that's going to happen? Any attractions this year? Anything they've got going on?
We always have bingo. That's really fun. I know that the
They have
moms
inflatables.
usually, they get the prizes. There's usually like gambling games, kinda. Poker, yeah, that stuff. Inflatables. One year there was a bowl. I don't know if we're gonna have that. Yeah. And then usually there's a hypnotist at the end, which everybody loves. So hopefully we get that again this year.
The hypnotist is what I hear the most about in my post-prom on Monday back at school when everybody's talking about it. Usually I hear a lot about that. So that's
Yeah,
kind of fun
everybody
too.
loves that part, so.
Okay, and you guys are both all set with your dress, all of your things.
Yes.
And how long have you guys been going to prom? Did you go every year then?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we both have. Yep.
Okay, and were you guys servers when you were younger or not?
No, we usually just had upperclassmen.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the fun part about it. It's really nice when the upperclassmen kind of pitch in and take the younger people. It's fun to have everybody.
I feel like as a whole school, I mean, there's a lot of kids from school that attend.
And that's a new experience for me. We moved here from a larger community, and so in that town, you just went if you were a junior or senior. You did not, you could take an out-of-town date or that sort of thing, but underclassmen did not go. It was like you really had to wait to be a junior or senior. So when I came to Phillipsburg and I found about this like switcheroo, like a senior who really wants to go with this other senior asks a freshman, and that other senior that person wants to go asks a freshman or a sophomore, and then when they all get together, everybody ends up with somebody different than the person they were technically coming to prom with.
I also
So
think seniors
yeah.
can take 2 people, right? Oh, they
Just one.
can't?
Everybody
Oh, okay.
just takes one.
They had 2 people. Okay.
okay. All right. Well, thanks so much for coming to tell us about the prom, and thanks for all your hard work with the junior class. Lots of patience, right? Everybody had like a little committee doing all their things, having to follow through.
Wednesday, that week of prom, the kids get the entire day to decorate.
Okay, and that happened yesterday.
Yep.
And so
And we
how
just
are you
played catch
feeling
up.
about the progress? You feeling like you're in a good place?
Everybody did pretty good yesterday.
Yeah.
I think we just have one major thing to hang, and then the rest we clean up.
Okay, well, I poked my head in early in the day yesterday, and I thought it looked fabulous already, so it was coming
pretty
together.
excited.
Yeah,
You did good.
it's good. All right. Well, we're going to take another quick break, and after that, we'll come back with Monica Monroe and Jayne Holle to talk to us a little bit about the center. Notice I didn't say the senior center, the center. We're going to talk about that. Okay, we'll be back.
If your vehicle is pulling, shaking, or just doesn't feel right, don't ignore it. At Coombs West Shop, we're more than alignments. We offer engine repair, routine maintenance, wheel alignments, and tire services, including new and used tires and tire repair. One shop, honest work, done right the first time. Call Coombs West Shop at 785-543-6647.
At Farmers National Bank, we believe that strong foundations are built on faith, hard work, and everyday heroes. For over a century, we've been proud to serve the communities that have made us who we are today. We honor everyday heroes who dedicate their lives to serving others. You inspire us to treat every customer with the respect and care they deserve. At Farmers National Bank, we know that strong communities are built on strong foundations, and we are proud to be part of yours. Farmers National Bank, honoring strong foundations since 1921.
Are you looking for reliable insurance options in Phillipsburg, Kansas? Look no further than Rogers & Associates Insurance. Our team is dedicated to providing great options for home, agriculture, auto, and commercial insurance. Whether you're a homeowner, farmer, or business owner, we have the coverage you need to protect what matters most. Trust us to provide you with personalized service and competitive rates. Contact Rogers & Associates Insurance today to learn more about our insurance solutions.
On the field, taking risks is part of the game. Every yard, every play. It's about going all in. But when it comes to your money, it pays to be careful. With the careful service from First National Bank and Trust, you can detect unusual activity and stop fraud before it happens. Protect yourself and the ones you love with Careful, because being smart off the field is the real win.
All right, here we are back. Another quick change for us. Well, next we're going to talk about one of our most valuable resources that our community has, and it's called the Center. It's located on 3rd Street, just half a block south of the stoplight south of State Street. It's a multi-purpose building with all sorts of activities that go on there. And earlier in the show, we were talking about it, the Sunrise with Cynthia, and she called it the Senior Center. And we just need to clarify, now it's called the Center. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that and listen from Monica and Jayne about all the ways that the Center is used right now. So some of the people still refer to the Center as the Golden Years or the Senior Center, but really it's got a new name, a little facelift, and we're just calling it the Center. It's for everyone. It's not just for seniors. And so, ladies, is that why the name has changed then?
Yes, that's exactly why it's changed. So we get rid of the stigma. It's just not for the seniors. It's for all ages.
Okay.
And it aims to foster a sense of community, to promote healthy living, and provide opportunities for socialization and engagement across different age groups.
Okay, so a little something for everyone there then. All right. And so since these changes are being made, I've heard there's some plans for some renovations or some upgrades. Did you guys want to talk about those a little bit?
Well, they would like to do several updates, like the bathrooms could use some updating, and the flooring, and they actually need to fix a roof too. But usually for those types of projects, they get grants, and so that's taken care of with that kind of money. For the Meals on Wheels and the center, as they call it, are two separate entities, but they're housed in the same building at 638 3rd Street.
Okay.
So,
And I think a lot of people have thought of it more as a senior place, maybe because of Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels happens out of there. But also that's where our local community food pantry is housed as well. So there are really just a lot of things that are going on at the center. And so to help pay for some of those upgrades where you're talking about, the center is planning a baked potato bar and auction. And so can you tell us more about it, when it's happening, and what will be available?
yes, the baked potato bar is happening this Sunday, April 19th, from 10:30 to 1:30. And they'll have all kinds of toppings you can put on your potato, you know, butter, sour cream, cheese, bacon, chili, the whole bit, broccoli and cheese. But this money is actually more for the expenses of like insurance for the building, insurance on their vehicles, because they own the vehicles, so they have to do the upkeep for that. And then they get reimbursed from the Homestead Nutrition for the gasoline, and so that helps. And we do have volunteers that help deliver the meals, and so the money that they would normally pay to the delivery people
Sure.
is given to the center.
Right.
And so that helps, or, you know, to keep the
Offset some
expenses.
costs.
Yeah.
That's very good. Okay, so this is a free will donation, so people can just come and give. We'd love it. A lot of $100 bills coming in there. That'd be great. But you can come too if you're just going to give $5. That's okay too. And then what are some other ways people could help the center if they can't make it to the activity?
Well, I mean, donations are always welcome.
Okay.
We do, you know, accept volunteer help too if they have a you know, talent that they'd like to share and could help. We are also having a silent auction.
Okay.
At the same time as the potato bar, and that's going to go from, well, it's actually happening now already through Sunday at 3:30. It's
Okay.
an online thing, or, you know, if you want to go up and look at the items, there's all kinds of nice stuff. There's trail cameras, there's UHD binoculars that can attach to a cell phone, there's wireless portable car stereos, Wi-Fi cameras, you know, just, there's a beautiful quilt up there. And then there's also a lap quilt that's going to be donated. And so there's all kinds of things to choose from.
And people can go in person to see these things, and then where online would they look?
It's at, I don't remember.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stump you. Hard
I've got
question.
that here somewhere.
Let's see. We had it here somewhere. It's on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Facebook.
So if they went on Facebook and maybe
That's where
they
it
already
is.
follow the center, they would be able to find it that way?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
And,
And
excuse me, the Facebook is Center for All Ages.
Center for All Ages. That's great, because that's putting the point back across that we want it to be for everyone. Center for All Ages Facebook. They can find that, and then they can bid right there on Facebook then as well, or they bid in person?
I think they have to call.
Okay, call in for the
Call
bid.
or bid in person, either way.
Okay, alrighty, and they can always drop by as well for that bidding. Well, thank you, that sounds great. Anything else you want to tell us about the center?
Yes.
Okay, tell us more.
The building is available to rent.
Oh,
Because since it's for, you know, all ages now, and
Right.
what the building has in there, it has a pool table, a ping pong table, and air hockey. So that could be kind of fun.
I think somebody had their senior graduation party there last year,
That'd
if
be
I recall. I
perfect,
think I went
perfect.
to someone's
And
party
I thought
there.
when
Yeah.
some of my grandbabies come, I thought, oh, we're going to have to rent that.
Oh,
And,
it'd be
you know,
fun for a
have-
birthday party
Yes,
or
yes.
yeah.
There is a fee for rent. It's $50 if the group is less than 50, and if it's greater than 50 people, then it's $100. And then if you would like to use the kitchen, it's a $75 extra fee because the guidelines say that a staff member needs to be there
Sure,
if the
okay.
kitchen is going to be utilized. So I'm just going to give a phone number out here.
Sure, do that.
To book the center, 785-543-6297. And we have something exciting coming up, and it's going to start on April 27th. And what that is, it'll just be on the weekdays from 8 to 11, and it's going to be a coffee corner.
Oh, fun.
So come on in, enjoy your coffee and with your friends. And if while you're there, you can smell the cooking going on and you think, that sounds pretty good. I might want to partake of that. Just let them know by 9 in the morning and they'll add your number to the meal count so you could even eat them
great.
too.
So not this coming Monday, but the following Monday, the 27th. Okay, very good. I have one other little plug to put in for the Center for All Ages. The Phillips County Food Pantry is also expanding its open hours, and so the pantry is going to be open in an evening hour as well, because that has been a difficulty for people who are working during the day when it is open. It's currently been open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and starting on Tuesday the 28th, it's going to be open from 6 p.m. to 7:30. So those are always on Tuesdays, 10 to 1, and then later in the evening, 6 to 7:30. If you have questions or need to reach anyone, Benny Benight is the director of that part of the building, and he also wanted his phone number to be put out there. So let me tell you, Benny Benight's number is 928-300-2314. Once again, 928-300-2314. We're basically all out of time today for the Tadpoll, but this is just a reminder to you, if you're planning to attend the PHS reunion banquet, be sure to get your forms turned into Cynthia so she's got enough food planned for everyone. This weekend, go to the courthouse and support the high schoolers as they're all dressed up for prom starting at 7 p.m. on Saturday evening. And then this Sunday, 10:30 to 1:30, head to the Center for All Ages for their potato bar fundraiser. And that's really all we have for this week's show. We want to thank you for watching and ask you to tune in next week.
Phillips County